Hi, this is Ian. You guys can call me Philip, the team leader of Yoyofriends, and today we're gonna have an overview on the AoE area of effect. This yo is our first ever injection mode plastic yo, and really like a breakthrough for Yoyofriends and our company. So, Yoyofriends, our players all over the world, including me as a leader, and the manufacturer FBM combined together to make and design awesome yo-yos to push the limit of manufacturing with different kind of materials and tolerance and all that stuff, and to get back to the yo-yo community. We just sponsored World's 2023 Osaka, Japan as gold sponsors, so that's really cool. So in injection mode, the upfront cost is a lot, right? So basically, like, here's an example. Basically, this is money, right? This is the pads. I asked for 5, but they sent me like too many. But I deserve everything I get, friends. I know what I do like behind the scenes. It's a lot, but so basically to do injection mode, it's cheap after it's done. But basically, this is how you make a mode, do injection mode like from Max. Basically this, you're just throwing money at it, and then you have a mode. So yeah, so the first prototype came out. Plays awesome, but the finger spin thing, we want a good finger spin. The cup is not deep enough, it's too flat. So this is plastic, it's not 60-61, so we can actually add more materials in the center without affecting too much. So we basically we did this again to make another mode to have a very good finger spin slope. Here, lock it in. All right, so one more thing, we have this dream of making a plastic injection mode for what, 4 or 5 years now, and it finally happened. It took a lot of risk, like I said, so many upfront costs, and this is just an insane gamble for us. So basically, Yoyofriends depends on this, the fate of Yoyofriends. So anyways, first look at this yo-yo, right? Polycarbonate injection mode. You can see it's decently see-through, kind of clear. I have a clear version here. Not that see-through because we kind of did something here, like treat it a little bit so it's smoother. And yeah, so diameter of it is around 48 millimeter. So I mean 58 millimeter. Sorry, diameter is 58 millimeter around there. So it's decently full-size yo-yo. Slightly above average, I would say, or like a little bit on the oversized, but not really. So it's like a full-size yo-yo, and the diameter, the width is 48.43 millimeter, around there, 48.5 around there. So this is a big full-size yo-yo. I won't say too big because all the modern yo-yos are getting wider and wider, and this is, if we're talking about meta wide yo-yo, this is like not even that wide, but this is just a big full-size yo-yo. It's not, oversized, but it's full-size yo-yo. Okay, so that's a spec, and I'll have the full spec of it here. So one thing, this is 67 grams. The prototype 2 I had before was 68.6, and this one I have is around 66.8. So wait, the prototype 2 I had was 68.6, so it's 1.8 grams difference, right? And a little bit more better quality with treatment and stuff, engraving. That's the difference. So that's why I'm making this video again. And okay, so we're gonna start with smoothness. So mind you, this is an $18 to $20 yo-yo. So smoothness, I do fingernail tests, and every single time it's 10 out of 10, but this is injection mode. You can't make injection mode 10 out of 10 smooth. It's not possible. So it's got minimal fingernail vibe. You can hear it. It's got some fingernail vibe. However, right, if we're gonna go by the center, like this, it's basically dead smooth. You can not feel any string vibe or any pulse vibe. And if I put my fingernail in a center-ish, it's basically dead smooth. Okay, so I would say this is like never before seen in injection modes. I've tried other plastic yo-yo, even machine ones, that are not this smooth. So this is a feat and our just a our dedication to push the manufacturing and everything, right? So this is beyond smooth. I would say this is like a B grade Yoyofriends metal smooth, like a SS+++ for plastic, especially injection mode smooth. So power on this yo-yo is not as powerful as a Prototype 2. I would say this is around like a good solid monometal in terms of power. You can power through your tricks no problems, because like I said, this yo-yo is full sized and the weight is 67 grams. So even though it doesn't have the insane weight distribution of a monometal or a bimetal, but due to the spec, how big it is, how far away it is from the center axle, from all the rim weight, you can push long combos with this no problem. So if you are a pro and try to push long combos on this yo-yo, you won't have much problem at all, like what I'm doing here. It still has plenty of power. You can see how hard that bind was. Okay, stability on this yo-yo is great. Once again, since it lost 1.8 grams to 1.6 gram of weight, the stability isn't as stable as Prototype 2. However, it's still very stable. Right, Prototype 2, I'm hurting my arm playing it after 30 minutes. This thing won't. And this thing will stay on plane, no problem. I'm pushing it pretty hard. You know, in order to maintain that combo, you need that stability, and this is doing it, right? Because of the rim, look at it. It's insane how big the rims are. How just ginormous rims. Okay, so that is stability. Acceleration on this yo-yo is slightly above average to average. I will say the other yo-yo is around average to below average. Since this got a diet of 1.6 grams, the acceleration can accelerate pretty fast now. Oops, my bad, I'm a bit rusty. Anyways, yeah. So you can accelerate this yo-yo no problem, especially for injection mode. You know, it's on the fast side on that, because this yo-yo is not too big, right? It's not super over exaggerated. Let's say like a yo-yo I played before, it's a variant, I think, by Offset and Magic yo-yo. That thing is huge, and even though that thing is also performance, it's a little bit slow on the acceleration just because how big it is. I think the diameter was like 60 plus, right? But this one, it's not too big, so you can still accelerate without too much trouble, right? You won't lose to like 60, 61 monometals in terms of performance if you really push it. And that's how insane and great this yo-yo is, because this is an injection mold plastic with a price tag of it accordingly. Okay, top speed on this yo-yo. Because of the weight reduction and also how powerful this is, it's decently fast, I would say. I would say just slightly above average to above average. It's not too fast. I'm not making faces pushing it. And it does lag a little bit, but you know, you can't really like, because the density of the polycarbonate, you can't really like push it as hard as monometal or insane 68 plus SS and all that stuff. But you know, top speed is pretty good. Sorry, acceleration and top speed is pretty good. I would say above average. Flow on this yo-yo, it's great because we have this curve going down, so there's more weight on the outside a little bit now in the center. So there's pretty good flow on this yo-yo. It's not super cutthroat, like, you know, prime example of cutthroat yo-yos by us are like the Peregrine and our what else? Tachyon, right? Those are really cutthroat, insane, just brutal. Like the yo-yo's brutal, like the speed and the acceleration, the power you feel through it, it's very brutal. This one's not. It's kind of a mellow, but it's still very, when you throw it down, it's very performance driven. So that is that. And float, it's kind of there as well, but this is a lot of rim weight, and it's not too present, but it's got that generic, you know, plastic float going on. Yeah. I actually quite enjoy it, right? Because the performance of the yo-yo, like I said, the power, stability, and the speed just combined together really makes it feel like a monometal when you really push it. So, and this is not even machine plastic. This is injection mold plastic. and it's honestly at the same tier as a machine plastic, like a Delrin, right? Machine Delrin. So these two are like kind of inspired by the Dove, but this one somehow plays even better. You know, we add a response bump for better rejection and also better bind, and you know, we widen the gap for meta tricks, and you know, we made the yo-yo wider to land it easier and all that stuff. So yeah, actually improved, the design has improved so much based on the modern meta, and as the yo-yo evolution keeps on advancing, it has evolved to become better, even though it's like inferior in terms of absolute tolerance on that stuff. And this is actually insane. All right, horizontal on this yo-yo, it's doable and it's decent. Power stability and flow is what makes momentum, horizontal great. And this yo-yo have not like super much, but all of them, right? It won't be like super high-end mono metal in terms of horizontal, but I'm not having too much trouble. Hiroyuki Suzuki. Oh, yeah. So the sleeve time will degrade harder than the mono metals, but like I said, this is very powerful and stable, so you don't have too much of a problem doing horizontals. Okay, bind on the two is pretty good, even though we downgraded the pads back to the white and clear ones, but the gap was 4.46, so it still binds very well. Solid bind. It's not super snappy, but it binds well. I would say you can get away with a Kitty Fat, Kitty XL, Sochi Fat, I think OT normal, OT Fat, because those are a little bit fatter than the string I use, which is a Kitty First Class Normal. I know I'm weird. People don't usually use Kitty Normal because they're very thin in the modern metal world. So if you get a slightly thicker string, it will have that snap effect. Or you can upgrade to the Yoyofriends pin pad, which they gave me so many. So anyways, string recommendation, I said finger grind. If your finger is dry, I'll say it's slightly doable, but my finger's never dry. And we didn't treat the whole body, only the center-ish and the cup. So it's not super doable, it's a little bit sticky, sadly. Thumb grind. Kind of doable. And since this is pretty smooth, you can pull it off if you have fingernail. Yeah, look how smooth this is. Alright, cool. Finger spin. Finger spin is actually very good. I'm going to take my glove off for this, just to showcase the finger spin. So, like I said before, the center is treated, and the reason why we threw money to make another injection mode is to make the slope more inward so you can land the finger spin easier. So bam, oh my bad, bang, right? So now it's locked. And unlike the paragraph where if you do this, it will come out, this is really locked in, right? The finger spin, once you lock in, and it's very easy to lock in, it's perfect. It won't go out unless you really try. So look, I am moving left and right with my finger. You can physically see I'm moving it. And it's still finger spin, no problem. Right? Look, it's still locking in. So this makes you can do all the DNA and all the TikTok stuff. Right? You can tell your second ad, he owns you V-Bucks and all that stuff. So, alright, and DNA, I missed. DNA, yay. Okay, so that is very good. So conclusion is, this video is just, I would say personally, like, it's insane, right? It's got power stability, they're all above average. It's basically got a performance of a very good, even competition mono metal in form of a injection mold plastic. And the quality on this is absolutely insane. Like I said, the finger, there's no vibe on the string whatsoever. And doing fingernail tests, you can, some people's metal, A-grade metal, are as smooth as this. Like, here, it's not much, right? I'm fully touching the yo-yo with my fingernail. Not much. And if it's inside, it's that smooth. So, like it's absolutely insane, right? So the quality is there, and the performance is just, you know, at $18-20, basically unbeatable. The only gripe I have about it is it's not treated all the way. The pro on that is it's a little bit see-through, so it's cool. You know, a lot of people really like the clear one because it's like kind of see-through. And another pro, finger spin, great performance. Finger spin's great, super cheap, and it will be available worldwide, literally anywhere, everywhere, all over the world later this month. So it's kind of easy to access. And if you can't access, you can always go to yoyofriendsstore.com. And some cons, like besides a slightly sticky surface, is the bearing now is a concave instead of like a center track, and it's already de-shielded. Now you can say that's a con because dust might get in easier, or you can say it's a pro because when you clean it, you don't have to de-shield it with needle, and sometimes you fail. So it's a con and a pro, depends on do you clean your bearings or not. For me, it's a pro because I do clean my bearing with acetone, and you always have to de-shield your bearings when you're cleaning acetone. And also, the one absolute con for me in this, it's the packaging is too small. Where's the packaging? Yeah, it took me a long time to open this thing. Very annoying, but that's the only con I have on this yo-yo. And it also comes with a shorter axle and responsive yo-yo. Now I haven't played responsive yo-yo for years, and I don't need that type of energy right now, so I'm not gonna do that. But if you're a beginner, right, you can order the responsive bearing installed on the Yoyofriends store, or if the retailers carry it. If you order that version and you know, let's say a couple months, you're good, you learn how to bind, you can do advanced tricks, now you want to upgrade to the full performance of this. So it comes with a longer axle, I think 8mm or 10mm, I forgot, axle, and a standard de-shielded concave bearing. So, and vice versa. So if you have an unresponsive one, it comes with a slim bearing, so you can downgrade to a responsive yo-yo as you want. All right, and yeah, hopefully, you know, this is one of the most important. The goal of this AoE, area of effect, is world domination. We're smoking everybody. Everybody's getting smoked by them. I'm just kidding. The goal of this is, you know, to get back to the young community. You know, Yoyofriends, we always have been, you know, one of the top quality in terms of yoing, and we want to bring that quality all the way down to the lowest price of $18 to $20. You know, form of injection mode. We made a lot of this, and hopefully a lot of people will have it. We'll have an area of effect, a good area of effect, I say, on the young community. And right, smoking everybody. I'm just kidding. All right, thank you all for watching. And next time I'm gonna review the my boy Genji's aggressor. Like, oh, there it is. Yeah. So I'm gonna review this next time. I need about another 3 to 4 days or a week to really get to the feel of this video. So thank you all for watching, and hopefully you support Yoyofriends. And if you do, please get an AoE. It's $18 to $20, and it will be available at the end of this month, around there, mid to end of this month, everywhere. Basically all the retailers, you know. So thank you all for watching, and yeah, bye.